Hello. Okay, we have a couple people coming in. Sarjo, Laura Warner. No, I don't recognize either of those names, but that's fine. Hello, I'm Brandon Elrich. My publication is Brandon Elrich is So Gay. So somebody suggested that I do a cooking segment because I posted a few of my pictures of um, cookies. And oh, hello, Aaron. I posted pictures of my peach cobbler cookies and some, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, oatmeal, baked oatmeal, peach baked oatmeal, something. I don't remember what the name of it was. Anyway, I posted those pictures and actually, Funny Farm Aaron. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Aaron says I look so sexy. So I am wearing an apron. But it was suggested that I do a cooking segment. So I decided I've got I've got a couple bananas that need to be used. You know, when they start turning brown, they're not as good to eat by themselves. They're kind of, squishy. So um, they're fine to use though. They're especially when you're baking because they're gonna be mashed up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So today I am baking banana cinnamon scones. So if you're interested in that, you can continue to watch, and of course I will post this later on my Substack so you can go back and look at it. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask them. I will try to keep an eye on the chat. It might have been easier to invite somebody on with me to ask me questions as I'm cooking, but this is my first one, so we'll see how it goes. So we're going to start oops, with 2 cups flour and we're going to need the flour again in a little while. So I'm going to just leave it here. And let's see, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not soda. Won't need this again. Um, a half a teaspoon of salt. Sometimes I don't always measure it out. I just kind of, you know, eyeball it. It's fine. It'll be fine. A half cup light brown sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Any questions so far? Am I going too fast? 1 teaspoon cinnamon. And we will use the cinnamon again later. Hello, Wendy. Now, some recipes say to sift the flour, but one trick I learned from Martha Stewart was that you don't need to sift the flour if you're using a whisk because as you're whisking, it gets rid of the lumps. If you use a spoon, that could lump things up. But a whisk will naturally sift the dry ingredients together, so you don't have to do that separately. So 2 cups of flour, half a cup brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of baking powder, and that's all the dry ingredient. Honestly, I stayed for the outfit. You don't care anything about the banana scones, Aaron? They're really good. I mean, I guess if you don't like banana, maybe not. It doesn't have a strong banana taste, though. I used to not like bananas when I was younger. I'll eat them off your apron. Oh, well, I might accidentally spill some on me then. All right, that's good enough. So we got the dry ingredients. I will set that aside for just a second. Now, there is a half a cup of butter. And no, hold on. Eh, half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. You want the butter to be fairly solid. Um, I'm allergic. Allergic to what? Bananas? Butter? So I keep my butter in the freezer, especially for recipes like this. Mm. Ah. So we're chopping the butter up into small squares and working it in. Um, allergic to bananas. Oh yeah. Well, that's too bad. There are other types of scones. Actually, this is the first time, this recipe is the first time I had ever even heard of banana scones. I always, usually at coffee shops and bakeries and stuff, it's often blueberry scones. But I found this recipe and I've made it several times and it's really good. I would say you could substitute something else, but I don't think uh, the consistency would be different. The bananas get mashed up in there, so you couldn't really replace it with blueberries or something like that. It would have to, if you were going to replace it, you'd have to replace it with something of the same consistency. Or you could add more liquid. Ah, just kidding. Just kidding. I did wash my hands, by the way. So, to the dry ingredients, we're going to toss in the little squares of butter. I'm just going to toss all these in right now because they're in the way. Um, that's some tough butter. Yeah. Well, I had it in the freezer, so it's frozen butter. But I don't want it too soft because uh, when you go chopping it up and putting it in there, by the time you do all that, it's it starts to get a little too melty, and you don't want it melted. It doesn't matter what size they're chopped up. I mean, once we get it all mixed in there, even if you still have some pieces that are like pea-sized butter, it's fine. All right. So the recipe suggests using like a cutter. Why frozen butter? Sorry if you explained that already. I think I did a little bit. The frozen butter, it just keeps it hard. You want it hard. I mean, you could do it out of the fridge, but you just don't want it soft, getting all mushy. You want separate pieces to put in here. And when you mix it up, there'll be different little pieces in there, and it'll kind of, when it bakes, it gives like little pockets of butter, makes it kind of flaky. That's what you do in pie crust a lot of times. Also, you can or what's that called? What are those called? Pastries. The oh shoot, what is the name of that? Crepes. I think you do it with crepes too. You make little squares of butter, but you don't mix it in, and that makes the crust a little flakier. Um, so I can stick it in my butt. Well, I must have missed something there. Wendy said something about sticking something in her butt. Oh, the butter, the hard butter. Yeah, that's probably it. That sounds messy, Wendy. Yes, it does. Wendy, you're a naughty girl. Well, we already knew that, didn't we? So if you don't want to get your hands all messy, you can use a one of those cutters. There's like it's like a handle with um kind of grates on it, and you can use that to kind of chop up the mixture. But you want to mix it to where it's like kind of coarse sand. And I don't know if you can really tell from there, but um, it's starting to resemble starting to resemble sand. It's not just like the powdered flour or whatever. Oh, I got some on the table. All right. I did clean the table too, the counter. But what do you care? You're not going to eat this. Somebody else will. Don't worry about it. All right. Think we're about done. I mean, it's kind of fun just getting your hands in there and squishing it all around, you know? Now, this recipe calls for a cup of chocolate chips, but I am not going to use those. I'm going to use cinnamon chips, which I think makes it taste really good. I mean, chocolate chips will be fine, but I like to do things a little differently, you know? Okay, that looks good. So we've got Hershey's cinnamon chips. I haven't made them with butterscotch chips, butterscotch before, but oh, that's half cup. We don't want a half cup. That's about a cup. Okay, 1 cup of chip of your choice. Chocolate chips are fine. Butterscotch chips, great. But I like the cinnamon chips also because, I mean, the scones themselves have cinnamon in them. So this kind of gives an added cinnamon taste. And the glaze has cinnamon in it. So I guess if you don't like cinnamon, you might not like this recipe. Okay. Move things around a little bit. Get that out of the way. Now, the banana. Which end of the banana do you peel back? I'd like to hear from you. Now, what do we say here? Though I guess peanut butter would be good with the banana. Yes. Where did you find cinnamon chips? Oh, yeah. I think I got these at Walmart. You can find them. There won't be there won't be as much quantity as chocolate chips, of course. They're not as popular, but I have still found them recently. I keep mine in the freezer also. Keep them longer. Cinnamon chips sound amazing. Best I've got are peanut butter chips. Yeah, you could use, yeah, peanut butter and banana. Oh, that's why you were saying peanut butter and banana. Yeah, that would go well together. Um, the bottom. Well, what's the bottom, Aaron? Is this the bottom or is this? A lot of people, I was always under the impression you were supposed to use this, whatever this, the handle or whatever. But I was told uh, that it's easier to peel it from this side. So ever since then, I've been doing that and it is easier and it doesn't bruise the banana. See, if you do this part, you're like twisting it back and forth and it squishes the end of the banana. Oh, you don't want to squish the end of your banana. So we've got one banana and it says in the recipe, I think it says like one medium banana, but what do you, I mean, how are you going to judge what one medium banana is? Uh, So we've got one banana. It's supposed to equal like a third of a cup, whatever. One banana and a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. So also, if you're lactose intolerant, this probably won't work very well either. Although I don't know if you're lactose intolerant, and the recipe calls for heavy cream. Is there some kind of alternative? I don't think I've ever seen like a non-dairy heavy cream because like you can't use, I don't know, almond milk won't really work because it doesn't have the enough fat in it. You might be able to use almond milk and some cornstarch for a thickener. I suppose somebody with lactose intolerance would probably know. They would probably research those things, wouldn't they? But no, do you want it to be extra ripe, like for the banana bread? Uh, yeah, that it doesn't have to be. It's just that like a a fully ripe banana is just going to be a little more difficult to mash up. That's the only doesn't really matter as far as the taste goes. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, like for banana bread, you can use overripe bananas because they're already kind of soft. So you squish up the banana, mix it with the heavy cream. Coconut milk could work. Um, Possibly. I don't use coconut milk, so I don't really know a lot about it. I don't know the consistency or anything, but typically heavy cream is a little uh it's thicker, it's got heavier fat content. Um, let's see. Oh, I forgot. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees. And, it suggests lining a cookie sheet with parchment paper. I'm going to be using a stone, a cooking stone. I love using cooking stones. Especially for pastries and cookies. I think they cook really evenly. They're really nice like that. And I don't find the need to line it with parchment either. It comes off there of the stone pretty easily for me. But if you want to make sure, you can put parchment on it. No big deal. Okay. So we've got the dry ingredients. We got the chips in there. And we're gonna go back to the dry ingredients and make a little well in the middle. And then we're going to pour in our banana. Oh, I need a spatula. Pour in the banana with the heavy cream. And then we're going to just kind of collapse it all in. So, how is everyone tonight? Damn it. Now I want to go make sugar-free brownies with peanut butter chips, but I'm out of eggs. Well, oh yeah, this recipe doesn't have any eggs. Now, if you've ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, um, and you agree with Larry David, you would say that these are not true scones because they are uh sweeter. Larry David says the scone is supposed to be dry. And I would imagine a lot of the English, British probably would say something similar. Because I think their scones tend to be drier. Okay, once we get that all mixed up, I'm going to toss some flour on counter. Now, you can either, um, I don't know if might get some oil. So to help the dough not stick so much to your hands, you can flour your hands, flour the dough, flour the surface, but you can also pour a little oil on them, which I just did, and it helps prevent the wet dough from sticking to your hands. Make it into ball and kind of like ASMR, isn't it? Salutations. Kira loves scones. Well, Kira would probably like this. I hope I can do this without having it stick to the counter. So you can roll it out, but I think it's kind of pointless. It's just going to stick to the roller. I mean, you'd have to flour your roller and everything. And since my hands are already sticky and wet, I'll gonna just use my hands. And you just kind of flatten it out to, oh, this is like well, like half an inch maybe. That's a pretty good circle. Just try to make it an even circle. And I think it's easier to do that with your hands. The roller, I don't know. To me, when I'm trying to use a roller, it doesn't really makes it kind of oblong and stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Although I'm probably gonna get them all messy again anyway. All right, let's get that out of the way. I'm gonna use a pizza cutter. Actually, I'm gonna put a little flour on it. I don't know if it'll stay that well, but I'll try to cut it evenly. You can cut it into quarters and then cut those quarters in half. So there we are. Get a little flour. And I guess I should bring the pan over here. The thing. The thing. So now we've got one, two, oh, how many was it? Eight? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, we got eight uh, squares, if you can see that. They should all fit on the baking stone. Can I just what? What? What are you saying? I just scone. What's that say? Oh, I can't see what it said. Scone Tetris. Oh yes, Tetris. I love Tetris. Da 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 da. Was that one of the themes? I think you could choose like three different songs for your Tetris game. I loved Tetris. Okay, I think we can should be able to fit them all on here. Done it before, so should be able to do it again. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't want them. I want to leave a little space because they will puff up. Not a whole lot, but they will puff a little bit. Oh yeah, and let's see. The I want to put a little more. I almost forgot about this. Put a little more um heavy cream in a bowl. And just put a light layer of heavy cream on top. And that'll give them a little bit of a kind of glaze or um, although we're going to put an actual glaze on them, but this will kind of give them a shimmery glaze on top, make them look good. I think that's really the only purpose for this part, but I'm doing it anyway. Um, oh, hello, Christy. For those of you who joined a little later, I am making banana cinnamon scones. Right now, I'm just dabbing the top of them with a little heavy cream. Okay. That's good enough. Well, I've got a little more. I'll just splash it. I mean, you're not gonna make, you don't want it to go to waste. You just kind of slap it on there, slap a little extra on there. It'll be fine. Fine. It's fine. All right, that's good. Now, did I forget anything? I think the recipe calls for a little turbinado sugar. I don't have any of that. I'm not going to bother with it. They're sweet enough. It does. It's really for garnish anyway. Just a little sparkle on top. You don't really need it as far as the taste goes. It's got the brown sugar in it and uh, the banana, the cinnamon. It's fine. And we're going to put a glaze on top of it. Doesn't need an extra sprinkle of sugar on it. So they will bake for 15, well, depending on your oven, but um, I'm going to put mine in there for 15 minutes, see how they act. I don't really know the uh, the difference for like different altitudes. I know there are different settings for different altitudes and all that, but I don't know what they are. So you're gonna have to figure that part out on your own. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes. 15-minute timer started. Thank you. You're welcome. So, where are we at now? No scone is complete without a theme song. Oh no, a theme song. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know of any songs with stone in it. Banana. I'm sure there are songs with banana. Oh, the shit is banana. Bananas. I don't know all the words though. In the meantime, well, I don't want to make it right away because so anyway, we make a glaze, a powdered sugar, milk, and cinnamon glaze. But um the glaze, if you don't, I mean, if it just sits there, it's gonna get hard, and we don't want that, at least not in this case. So I try to wait till they're pretty much out of the oven before I make the glaze. Um, so the glaze is, let's see, how much? I think it's 2 tablespoons of milk. Uh, half a cup powdered sugar. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to look at it. Um, yeah, no. Oh, I forgot about the butter. 2 tablespoons butter, melted this time. 1 cup powdered sugar. A half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And 2 tablespoons of milk. And I'm using unsweetened almond milk. I've used the almond milk before, and it works fine. Some recipes, if you don't use whole milk, there's not enough fat content like the almond milk. Oat milk has a little, it has a thicker consistency. So for some recipes, it's fine. But anyway, almond milk's fine for this one. What do we have? Brandon, dear, will you cook for me? Well, sure, Wendy. Let's see. I'm going to go back. I don't know if I caught all of the comments. Christy, no truer statement. Yeah, the theme song. I am not a singer, though. Brandon, let's get you up there with Dylan. And what is that? Dylan Hollis? I don't think I know that name. Who's Dylan Hollis? That is all. Oh, haha. That is all the words. Oh, the Bananas. Yeah. Oh, kind of like boiled frosting. I don't know. Boiled frosting? Brandon, you are adorable. Oh, well, thank you. I've thought about doing a haphazard cook in the kitchen kind of thing. I'm so sick of all the perfect cooking shows with all the tons of help they get in the background. Well, let me tell you something. I don't have any help here. My one helper is sitting on the floor looking bored. He might want to go outside or something. I don't know. By the way, it's my cat, in case you didn't know. My cat, Zach. He's not exactly helpful in the kitchen. Well, who was it that said, I'll send you a video. Oh, a video of what's his name? The guy you mentioned, I guess. Well, Eileen, we could do one, I don't know, we could do one together, maybe. I don't know how that would, if we're, I don't know, we could both be making the same thing. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Well, usually on Thursday, I didn't do one last week, but the 2 prior weeks, I was doing a um, um, advice column, sarcastic advice, not so professional advice, basically. So in lieu of that, this week, I decided to do a live cooking video. I don't know if you have any questions you'd like to ask. I could just combine them. I could give you some advice that you probably don't want to take. If you have anything you'd like to um, get advice about, my first couple of them went pretty well. I read poetry in mine also. I don't have a poem. Oh, I've got one. I didn't write it though. So it was the optimist fell 10 stories, and at each window bar he yelled to all his friends, "All right so far." How's that one? Um, let's see. so much more difficult to read comments when they're, oh, maybe that will help. Oh, yeah, that helps. Hmm, that white thing doesn't help. Um, I made caprese salad on a Windy Live, and Aaron cooks too. Aaron? Three glazed recipes sounds like boiled frosting recipes. I don't know what boiled frosting is. I don't think I've heard that. This is this is a just a basic powdered sugar, milk, butter. It's a very basic glaze, and you just drizzle it over the top of the scones. Getting misgendered on the Julie and Lisa show right now. Oh, oh. So I'm assuming that's somebody new. Eileen, my daughters and I do a lot of. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, it works. Out of charcuterie. Oh, oh, yeah, there. Black background. That helps read it. My daughters and I do a lot of charcuterie. Oh, now it moved. Oh, gosh. A lot of charcuterie snacky dinners. Those are fun to throw together. Oh, yeah. Well, my daughter and I call those grazing dinners. Oh, yes, grazing. I like to graze. My cats like to graze. I just leave a bowl of food out all the time and they just come and eat whenever they feel like it. My dad used to have his mom make it in the 40s. Powdered sugar, milk, boiled. Very basic. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't boil it. So one of the other options I was thinking about doing was um, peach butter. I've got a bunch of peaches that I got from my parents. They have several peach trees. So been making a bunch of peach things. I posted a picture of the baked oatmeal peach, whatever it was called, baked oatmeal peach thing. And then oh, I made the peach cobbler cookies. Those are probably the best cookies I've ever made, if I do say so myself. They were fabulous. I froze some of them. Um, I've got them somewhere. Oh, here we go. In case you didn't see them, they freeze really well. Peach cobbler cookies, really good. This one actually calls for a glaze on it, but I at the time I was out of powdered sugar and didn't realize it. But after I ate one, like it doesn't need the glaze. It's the peach filling, like it's like kind of like peach pie filling inside. You make a well in this cookie and put the peach pie filling kind of stuff inside, and then the crumbled baked topping. Mm, really good. I kind of want to eat one right now, but this one's frozen, so I'd have to leave it out for a while. And I'm probably going to be eating one of those scones. I mean, I feel like I have to. Alexa, how much time is left?
You have a 15-minute timer with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left.
Oh, 3 minutes and 48 seconds left. I wasn't sure how this would work out because, like with some recipes, it's a long cooking time. So you're like, you're mixing it up and everything. And a lot of times it has stages where you'd have to like chill the dough or um, bake it for like a cheesecake. You'd have to bake for most of them are like an hour almost. So I had to pick something that I knew. I figured I would want to keep it all within the video, you know? I'm like, I mix it all up, put it in the oven, and you don't see the result. That's kind of disappointing, I would think. I mean, for me. Now, with the magic of TV, like you were saying earlier, Eileen, they have all kinds of help in the background. So they've already got all the stages made. Oh, surprise! Here's a mixed dough all ready to go, and it's all perfect. Since I'm doing this live, you can see exactly what I'm doing, and even if I mess up, I don't think I messed up. I don't think I forgot anything. I guess we'll see when it comes out of the oven. But um, anyway, well, like Eileen was saying, she likes to see uh, the cooking in its raw form, basically. And I am in my raw form, if you will. Um, there's a guy called the Naked Chef, but he's not naked. Jamie Oliver. He just uses very little ingredients and doesn't add a bunch of stuff to it. Oh, I might have missed a couple of things. Uh, what? What? Oh yeah, yeah. I would eat all of them, Aaron says. Yes. A taste test is necessary. Yes, it is. Um, well, I think I'm going to freeze some of these and give them to a few people, but I might keep one or two for myself. I mean, after all this work, don't I deserve it? By the way, if you like this video and other stuff, I was going to say crap. It's not crap. I was just going to be funny about it though. If you like other stuff I do, my articles and live video and audio podcasts, please consider becoming a subscriber to Brandon Elrich is so gay. A paid subscription would really help me out. It would help me buy some more ingredients for these live cooking videos if I decide to do more, if you like them. I hope I get some feedback as to whether or not I should keep going. This is the first one, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Um, oh, Jean Clegg, hello. I haven't been acknowledging everybody. Oh, Tammy, hello. I've probably missed some people as they've come in. Oh, there's the timer. Alexa, stop. All right, they're probably not done yet. My oven cooks a little low, so I usually have to leave things in there longer than what the directions say. But I'm gonna check on them anyway. Um, oh, I guess I could take you over here and show them to you in the oven, couldn't I? I'm gonna switch camera views. So here are scones. You see they have puffed up nicely, and I'm just gonna hold them out just a little bit. And actually, I think they might be done. They seem like they're pretty solid. You can see they're browning a bit on the edges, which is what you want. But you don't want them to sink in the middle. So I think I will. I'm not going to try to take them out one-handed. So uh, ah, switch that around. I'm going to put you back over here. And I will take them out and put them on the counter. Oh, let's see here. Oh, look, rainbow pot holders. No, I'm not gay. Who said that? Who said that? All right. And oh, there we go. Lovely. Now I can turn the oven off. Now now that they're out of the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and make the glaze. Okay, let's see. We've got what did I say? 2 tablespoons of butter? I think so. So we're gonna drop 2 tablespoons of butter in a bowl. And I'll microwave that real quick. So this butter was not frozen, so it shouldn't take too long. And the I'll use this again. It'll be fine. It might have a little flour on it, but be fine. A little pop there. Okay, so I've got the melted butter, and it was 2 tablespoons melted butter, 1 cup of powdered sugar. What did I do with my cup? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, that's about a cup. That's fine. 1 cup powdered sugar, and half of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm not going to measure it out. That looks about a half teaspoon. And 2 tablespoons of milk. Oh, wait, tablespoons. 2 tablespoons milk. That's a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Oh, what did I do with my tablespoon? Um, where is it? Oh, there's one. Ugh. All right. 2 tablespoons of milk. Lovely. And now, trying to be in front of the camera without touching this hot stone. So it's more of a brown glaze because of the cinnamon. And of course, you have to test the consistency. You can always add, if it's too thick, add a little milk. If it's too thin, this seems like a little thin, so I'm going to add a little more powdered sugar. Oh, funny farm Erin. She must have left and came back. Brandon, are you wearing pants? Well, I don't know. Am I? I thought about wearing thought about wearing a thong, but if I turned around in the video and I don't know what Substack's rules are about that kind of thing. I mean, I know um as far as Substack publications go, I've seen I've seen some things. There are definitely some naturists, nudists, and it's not only for their paid subs either, because I'm not a paid sub and I've seen quite a lot. They post videos and pictures, but I don't know. The live video might be something completely different. Not that I'm thinking about, doing that, but just, I mean, I guess I was thinking of it because it did cross my mind. Not actually planning on doing it is what I'm trying to say. But it did go through my mind. I mean, just out of curiosity. Okay, that looks pretty good. Um, so um, I'm gonna get a cooling rack and put a few on there. And let's see. Try to, oh, there we go. Metal spatula. Now, hopefully, I told you before I started this that the recipe, it suggests doing the um, sheet of parchment. Oh, yeah, look at that. It comes right off. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fine. But I would say if you're baking on a metal pan, you probably should use parchment just so they don't stick and fall apart when you try to take them off. But as I said, I love baking on these stones. I think they cook really evenly, and as you can see, doesn't stick. Probably depends on what you are baking, but all right. So I'll I'll give you a better view there. Don't they look lovely? So they're still a little hot. I don't know if I want to um I don't know if I want to put the glaze on just yet, but I mean, do you really need to see that part? You saw me make the glaze. It's going to go on the scones. If you put them on while they're still hot, they'll just kind of melt and some of it might just kind of run off the sides. We don't want that. So you want it. want them cool enough where it won't just completely um, melt and run off. Then you don't have any glaze on it anymore. Um, what am I looking at here? Let's see. There was oh my goodness. Oh, I think I need my other glasses. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's much better. Whew. Oh, are you wearing pants? Oh yeah. Well, I didn't answer that question. Um, I mean, a thong is technically legal. Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, there's that little string there that covers. Anyway, there was a club I used to go to that it would have been considered up to dress code. Well, yeah. Is that a pizza stone? Well, this one's a rectangle one, but I use it mainly just for cookies and pastries and things like that. But I do have a round one. I don't think I've actually ever used it. I don't make I don't make pizza. Um, I have made dessert pizza before. Gotcha. They look amazing and too good to share. Those are the biggest scones I've ever seen. Well, they are kind of large. Um, Sometimes when I have frozen them, I will like cut them in half. Like I'll try to do like I'll still, oops, I'll like go from one corner to the side, and so they'll still be two triangles because I'm just kind of anal retentive like that. Nobody wants runny glaze. No, we don't want that. I have old reading glasses that I think are still going to work, but they don't. Hmm. Yes. Golda joined. Golda? Well, Golda, you are seeing the final product of the banana cinnamon scones. Um, I think my cat will need to go outside soon. So let me just let him out. All right. You going out? Hurry up. Gosh, my cats. So, uh, animals are sometimes so much trouble. Oh, I have 21 people in here now. So I have made banana cinnamon scones. If you want the full recipe, I will publish it. I might publish it tonight if I can get it done. I gotta add buttons and stuff to it. But if I get it all done, oh, it's only 9:30. So um, I'll probably publish it later. If you want the full recipe, you can go back and watch the beginning of the video, and I explain how to do everything. Well, they're starting to cool. Actually, I could probably go ahead and put some glaze on these four at least. All right. Yeah, the glaze is starting to thicken up a bit. So, and I don't do anything like I don't try to do any fancy designs or anything. I just go back and forth across. zigzag across. And of course, now that I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I didn't put any parchment or anything down below this drying rack. So I'm going to have a mess of uh, glaze all over my counter, but it's fine. I already got flour all over it. So there's usually this recipe um, makes plenty of glaze for all the scones. So, oh, let me change views. I think this will be easier. So, there are the finished scones, banana cinnamon scones. They have cinnamon chips and a powdered sugar cinnamon glaze across the top. They are ex- they are lovely. The cinnamon chips, Eileen, um, the cinnamon chips are basically like chocolate chips, or you know how you can buy like butterscotch and chocolate chips or whatever. I've got, where did I put those? Uh, Somewhere around here. I'll show them to you if I can find them. What did I do with them? Oh, here they are. So these are made by Hershey's Hershey's cinnamon. They're basically just like chocolate chips. Like, same um kind of same. These are actually a little smaller than most chocolate chips. I think these would be equal to like the mini chips. I think you can buy mini morsels anyway. So, or the cinnamon chips. So I guess, I mean, you probably want to see me eat one, right? I mean, that should be part of the video, shouldn't it? So you can make sure they're actually edible. Here is the inside. Mm, lovely. So good. Love them. I am a more of a dessert person. Oh, I guess I could actually use this apron for what it was designed for. Um, when I want a snack, I always like something sweet. So these things are right up my alley. Well, um, I hope you've enjoyed this. I actually enjoyed doing it, you know? Let's see. Cinnamon, let's see. What are the cinnamon chips? Yeah. Cinnamon flavored chocolate chips. Yeah, basically they're just, instead of chocolate, it's cinnamon chips. Now I need to figure out how to make them sugar free. Oh, yeah. You know what? If you want me to keep doing some of these, I could find a sugar-free recipe and make that on one of the lives. I would never think of banana and cinnamon in anything together. Oh yeah, it's really good. And without banana, right. But with the chocolate, nice. You cock tease, Brandon. You did the Wallace and Gromit Happy Fingers move. Oh yes. If anyone has seen those claymation, yes, I love Wallace and Gromit. They're hilarious. This was fun. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I kind of I thought of having I don't want to burn myself. I thought of having someone on with me to like help me monitor the chat, like tell me what people are asking or whatever, and maybe talk to me about what I'm doing. But anyway, that's one of the things, um, the advantages I give to paid subscribers on my articles. I say if you become a paid subscriber, you can collaborate with me on an article or podcast or join me on live videos. Um, I've collaborated I've collaborated with several paid subscribers, and they always go really well. Collaborations. I haven't done podcasts with anybody yet. I've been invited on other people's lives, but I haven't invited anybody on mine yet because I feel like if I offer that to paid subscribers, I've got to keep it that way. Because if I just invite anybody on, it'll be like, what's the point of paying for a subscription if you're going to do it for free? And I feel like I need to offer something more. I don't know, because like some people have paid subscribers and they don't pay all their content. They just say, no, please support me. And that's what I've been doing. But I feel like I've got to offer something to paid subscribers that they don't get with being a free subscriber. Does that make sense? I still don't. I don't paywall much of my content. I think you did a good job managing both. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Well, I tried. Thanks. I really needed a break from the news of the day. Yeah, you will very rarely see me post anything with you know whose name in it. There've been a couple times I've mentioned him, but I stay out of that. I I feel like there is so much of that on Substack and probably Medium too now. I haven't read much on Medium lately, but it's kind of I won't go into all that. But um I see so much about our president and all politics and stuff. I don't need to add to that noise. So um I try to do fun stuff. Cooking and watching the chat. Yes, I tried. Brandon, you do really well pausing to read the chat. Oh, thank you. Well, I try to. I'm trying not to go. I didn't want to go too fast, so you didn't know what was going on, and uh, people have questions about what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. So I want to pause and make sure I'm addressing that. Okay. Anyway, um, I guess that's it. I'm done. I've made my scones. I've tasted them, and I approve. They went well. They taste just like they're supposed to. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope everyone but Sarah makes them. And I mean, Sarah, you could make them too, but I guess you'd have to feed them to other people. Um, and I'm sorry for those of you who are just joining because I'm just about to end. I made banana cinnamon scones. I will repost the video. I'm going to post the video though, and you can see uh, what the ingredients were, how to make them, and everything. I appreciate everyone joining. I had 25 people. I didn't announce this ahead of time, so I'm happy with this. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a good night. BANANAS. That's for you, Christy, your theme song. Okay. See y'all later.